Well, yesterday didn't work out quite like we planned. The under in the Heat game didn't hit. Went over by 2 points. So almost had it, but 2 points away, probably last minute foul. We found out that Milwaukee sucks. They let, I think it was Corey Kispert and somebody else go off on them to make them lose outright against the Wizards. And Spurs. Spurs covered the 15 and a half. Way too many points against Denver at this point in the season, where they're just trying to hit the playoffs healthy. So, could have said the same thing about the Bucks, but Washington's not playing for literally anything. So, Bucks literally didn't show up. Lopez had 6 points. Beasley had 5 points. Beverly had 2. Giannis had Giannis numbers, but he can't do it by himself all the time. Lillard was out. That's just what it was. So they didn't show up. They could have, but they didn't. And we went 1-2. So on to today. We have 9 more games to go over. And we had a couple picks in each one. Not each one, but got a couple picks to go over. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Wednesday, April 3rd, 9 games on the card. If you like the content, please remember to like the video, like the channel, subscribe, share the page with anybody who likes sports betting as well. We're just trying to grow one day at a time. You guys are the biggest helping me do that. First game up, though, Lakers, Wizards. Both these teams on the back-to-back. Wizards beat the Bucks yesterday outright. Lakers beat the Raptors, covered the spread. Going with the Lakers to cover the spread against the Wizards tonight. Wizards, I don't even know why they won yesterday. They are messing up their chance at a draft pick. I'm not even sure if they have their pick, if it's been given away from trades or anything like that, but that might not be why they don't care. But I'm not really sure why they're trying to actively beat teams at this point in the season with their record as low as it is. They should be competing with the Pistons for the number 1 pick. But the Lakers need to keep winning. None of the starters yesterday, except for D'Angelo Russell, played over 30 minutes. So the Lakers should be fairly rested. There was travel. They went from Toronto to D.C., but they should be fairly rested other than that. So I'm going to lean on the Lakers to go ahead and cover the 13 points it is now. Blazers, Hornets, both the records are gross. They've both won only, let me look at this. All right, the Blazers are 19-56. The Hornets are 18-57. Charlotte is 10-7 at home. The Blazers are 8-29 on the road. Gross. What am I supposed to do with that? So, not betting this game. There's 8 people on the injury report for the Blazers. There's 9 people on the injury report for the Hornets. Teams are allowed to have between 12 and 15 players on their roster. So, obviously, we're looking at a G League game here. So, I'm not going to bet it. Stay off of it. Anything could happen. Pacers, Nets. Pacers have won the 2 games this season. Um, both of those were in Indiana, so the Nets are going to be at home for this next one, and I believe they might even play one more time. This could be the last meeting. But I'm going to be on the Nets, if anything, in this game for revenge and being at home. I know that they are almost a falling knife at this point. And I'm not going to bet this game, but I would bet the Nets or pass if I was betting it. The Nets are 3-7 in their last 10 against the spread. Pacers are 6-4 against the spread in their last 10. Nets are they're fairly healthy, and I think they could compete with this Pacers team at home with double revenge. Um, Not going to bet this game, but that's where I would look if I was betting it. The numbers don't point that way, but they have been competitive in a couple of their last games, barring the last game from the Pacers. And this number is at 7. They've covered against, or they won outright against Chicago. They would have covered this number against Milwaukee, San Antonio, but not the last time they played the Pacers. So, yeah, just stay out this game. Pacers definitely could win, but this seems like a situation, just a feeling that they won the last 2 games, but they might drop this one, at least against the spread. So, staying off of it, but that's where my thought process is. Thunder at Celtics. Thunder are now 9-point underdogs on the road to a Celtics team who has the number 1 spot locked up. Thunder are also on a back-to-back. I think the Thunder will be motivated to play this game after coming off a loss to a team that they should not have lost to yesterday, which was Philly. But Joel Embiid came back yesterday. So I know we said that he might not come back. There were rumors that he was going to, but we thought it was going to be the 4th. Ended up being yesterday. So came back. He had 29 minutes, scored 24 points. Kelly Oubre scored 25. He was the leading scorer. So pulled ahead of the Thunder. A good comeback win for Joel. Tonight, though, I think the Thunder will be motivated to cover this 9 against the Celtics. And like we said, with the Celtics having the number 1 spot locked up, I don't think we're trusting them to cover any more spreads this season. So we're going to lean Thunder, even on the back-to-back, even with the Celtics in Boston. Pistons Hawks would lean Hawks, but I can't lay 12 points with them. That's just where it is. So Hawks money line parlay piece, but other than that, Pistons can cover 11.5 too sometimes. So staying off that one. Grizzlies Bucks 13.5 point favorites again on a back-to-back. Like I said yesterday, Lopez, Beverly, and Beasley didn't show up to help Giannis play that game. Giannis or Damian Lillard was out. He is probable today. Middleton scored 24 points. Giannis scored 35. Those were the only players that seemed like they gave a damn. If I look at the box score from yesterday's game, as I get there. Who else helped out? Portis, of course, and Pat Connaughton. So those four players, Portis, Connaughton, Middleton, and Giannis, were the only players in double digits. Everybody else, less than 7 points. So not helpful. Meanwhile, six of the 9 players that played for Washington last night were in double digits. So they just played a better game. They just showed up. That's all it was. And they played most of the game because they're shorthanded. So all of their starters played over 35 minutes, except for Bagley, who went out, and Gill came in and played Gill came in and played 38 minutes for him. Vukovic had 31 minutes. So, a lot of their players just played the whole game, beat the Bucks outright. So, no excuse really. I do expect them to bounce back today, and Damian Lillard is probable. So, I would lean the Bucks again. Don't know if I bet them straight or just include them in a parlay somewhere and hope they hit. T-Wolves and Raptors. Raptors on a back-to-back loss to the Lakers yesterday. Traveled from Toronto to Minnesota. I would lead Timberwolves here. They should be able to beat them by whatever number they want to beat them. But I hate these big spreads, and we got a lot of them in these last couple weeks. But I would lean T-Wolves here. Don't know if I'll bet it. Magic Pelicans. Magic are 4-point underdogs on the road. I like the Magic here to cover the 5. I looked at the under first. The total opened up at 214. It's been bet all the way down to 208. So we missed some value there. They have played already this season. The Magic won 121 to 106 in the 21st of March. We were on the under in that game. So I obviously went over because it was around this 208 number. So we're going to stay off the total here. I think the Magic can cover the 4 again. In that first game, Pelicans were healthy. Now they're missing Alvarado and Ingram. So I think that the Magic can at least cover the 4 points and maybe also try to keep it under the total again. So we're going to stay off the total this time, but we're going to go Magic plus 4. They are 22-14 or 22-14 against the spread on the road. So we're going to trust that side. Cavs and the Suns is the last game. I'm going with the Cavs to cover the 5.5 on the road. Their last game, the Cavs lost to the Suns in Cleveland, 117-111. That's by 6 points. We're asking them to not lose by 5 this time. They were down 2 points with 51 seconds left, and they had 2 turnovers that cost them 4 points. So expecting them to remember that, expecting that not to happen again down the stretch, expecting them to keep it close. The Suns are not that good at home against the spread. They're 31-42-2 on the season, 14-22 at home against the spread on the season. So they are 6-4 in their last 10 games, but only 2 of those games have been at home, and that was both wins against a depleted Philly team and the Hawks. So first game back after a 5 or 6 game road trip. I think the Cavs might be able to catch them. So I'm going to go Cavs plus 5.5 here. And that's going to be the card. So if I had to pick, I'd go Lakers minus the 13. I'd go Thunder plus the 9. Bucks in a bounce back. Magic plus the 4. Cavs plus the 5.5. So definitely some winners in there. Lock them in. Let's get this money, and we're coming back tomorrow to talk about some more basketball.